Imagine you just inherited $10,000 and you have decided, wisely, to invest it. You face a question that sounds simple but trips up almost everyone. Should you put it all in today, in one go, or feed it in slowly a little each month? This is the great debate of lump sum versus dollar cost averaging, and today we settle it honestly. The answer has two halves, one from the math and one for being human. First, let us define the two players clearly. A lump sum means you invest the entire amount at once, the moment you have it. Dollar cost averaging, or DCA, means you split that money into equal pieces and invest them on a fixed schedule, say $1,000 a month for 10 months. Notice that DCA is also exactly what you do automatically every payday from your salary. So this debate really only applies when you have a large pile of cash sitting and waiting all at once. Now, what does the data actually show? Study after study, including a well-known one from Vanguard, points to the same conclusion. Investing a lump sum beats dollar cost, averaging roughly 2/3 of the time. The reason is almost embarrassingly simple. Markets rise more often than they fall. Every month your money sits on the sidelines, waiting to be fed in. It is missing the average upward drift of the market. Think of it this way. If the market generally goes up over time, then the best day to invest, on average, is the earliest day you can. Money invested today gets the most time to compound, and time is the engine of all of this. Dollar cost averaging, by holding some of your cash back, keeps part of your money out of that engine for longer. On pure expected return, sitting on the sidelines is the costly choice. So if lump sum usually wins, why does anyone ever recommend the other path? Because investing is not done by spreadsheets. It is done by nervous human beings. And here the second half of the answer arrives, the human half. Picture investing your entire $10,000 on a Monday and watching the market drop 20% by Friday. The math may say hold, but the regret can be so violent that you panic and sell at the worst possible moment. This is dollar cost averaging's real gift. It is not about returns, it is about regret. By spreading your buys across time, no single bad day can wreck you. If prices fall after your first purchase, you're almost glad because your next installments simply buy more shares at the lower price. DCA smooths the emotional ride, and it quietly defeats the timing fear that keeps so many people frozen on the sidelines forever. So here is the honest verdict, holding both halves at once. If you can invest a lump sum and then sleep soundly, the math says do it, and history is on your side. But if that big one-time plunge would terrify you into selling, then dollar cost averaging is the wiser choice, because the best strategy is the one you can actually stick with. A slightly lower expected return that you keep beats a higher one that you abandon in a panic. And notice how neatly this connects to everything we have built. The automatic monthly investing we have praised all series long is dollar cost averaging, working quietly in the background. You are not trying to time the market. You are simply buying your broad index fund on the same day every month, in calm and in chaos alike. That habit is DCA's discipline and the index's diversification, fused into one boring, powerful routine. Now let me add one more tool that keeps your portfolio healthy over the years: rebalancing. Over time, your winners grow and your laggards shrink, so the careful mix you chose in episode 36 slowly drifts away from your plan. Say you wanted 70% stocks, but a great year pushes you to 85%. Rebalancing simply means periodically selling a little of what grew and topping up what shrank to steer back to your target. It quietly forces you to sell high and buy low, the very thing your emotions refuse to do. You do not need to do this often. Once a year is plenty for most people. You can rebalance by selling and buying, or more gently, by directing your fresh monthly contributions toward whatever has fallen behind. Either way, rebalancing is just maintenance, the calm tightening of bolts that keeps the machine running as designed. It is the perfect partner to dollar cost averaging. One builds the position, the other keeps it in shape. So we settle the debate without a single winner-take-all answer. Lump sum usually wins on the math. Dollar cost averaging usually wins on discipline and peace of mind. And the right pick is the one that keeps you invested. At a yearly rebalance, keep automating, and you have a system that barely needs you, which is exactly the point. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep it simple, and remember that the best strategy is always the one you will actually follow.